All right, what is good? What is happening, everybody? It is your boy Primitive AK here, back with another video for you guys. Today, we are going to be talking about Bloom, the topic that everybody's been talking about in Battlefield 6. And what is Bloom? How does Bloom work? And how you can best counter Bloom inside of Battlefield 6. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe. Appreciate you guys showing the love and support as always. I do appreciate you guys showing so much love and appreciation on the channel lately. It does not go unnoticed for any newcomers to the channel. I appreciate you guys coming through to check out the content. We got plenty more content on the way. So today's video, I wanted to talk a little bit about Bloom because this is a pretty hot topic that a lot of people like myself are not particularly happy about. So we're going to talk about what it is first. So what is Bloom? Bloom is essentially random bullet deviation that is outside of your control while you are firing your weapon. Now, Bloom will start to appear on weapons the longer you fire it, or if you are strafing around like how I am right now, Bloom will start to appear. So why did they add this to the game? Well, truthfully, I have no idea. Apparently, and somebody quote me on this, I could be incorrect, but apparently a developer said that they tested the weapon without Bloom and they said it was quote unquote scary, meaning that weapons were probably laser accurate and people were getting laced across the map in literally half a second. So to deal with this and deal with people dying instantly, they added what was known as Bloom, and Bloom is literally just random bullet deviation. That's essentially all it is. So to show you what this looks like, I'm just going to go ahead and fully spray down this target while I'm strafing left and right. Come on back, baby. And you can see how difficult it was to get that target down, despite me being relatively decently accurate. You know, I know some of the recoil sort of brought it off target a little bit, but you could see that was like half of an entire mag of an LMG, and this target just for some reason did not die. We're gonna try it again. You can see there is quite a few shots in that clip that I was very clearly on target and it didn't hit because of Bloom. Now, I'm not saying this is only on LMGs. I'm only using an LMG just because it's a bigger magazine, so I'm able to kind of show this a little bit better. But this applies to pretty much every single class, and a lot of people, including myself, don't like it. This is why some of the more sweaty players on the game are actually using what's known as the PW5A3, because this weapon actually has the lowest amount of Bloom in the game entirely. So that's why you may see a lot of people running around with this gun, just because of the fact that it does have that low Bloom on the weapon as well. This is particularly noticeable on the assault rifles, the carbines, and also the LMGs. Now, how do you go ahead and counteract that? Well, there are certain attachments that you can use that will help counter some of the Bloom a little bit on the weapon, but it doesn't fully outright remove it. Like, for example, I believe there is a grip that will sort of help out with this. Let me actually go ahead and customize this real quick. This grip right here will sort of deal with some of the Bloom in the game. It'll help counteract that, as well as when you use the brake. This will help out a little bit as well. Now, is there a way to measure what the Bloom is on a certain weapon? Well, there is actually one way to tell, but it's not particularly the greatest. It's not really that accurate. If you look on the bottom right hand corner where it shows your stats on the weapon, such as damage, rate of fire, magazine, and then it has the other stat bars: hip fire, precision, control, and mobility. Precision is actually Bloom. That's precisely what that stat is measuring. So if you're ever wondering what the Bloom, if you can see the actual Bloom stat on any weapon, it's actually just called precision. Now, I'm not entirely sure why DICE decided this would be a good idea for all the weapons. I understand the reasoning behind it, but it's just not a very good idea, especially when you have accurate players like myself who are trying our damn hardest to be accurate at longer ranges, and essentially you're being punished for being an accurate player. And like I mentioned, this is not something that you can control. You cannot control Bloom. You cannot do anything differently. Now, obviously, there are other things that you can do, such as, you know, crouching when you're firing. This will help deal with some of the Bloom. But ideally, that's just not going to help you out, you know, at some of the longer ranges. You're still going to have Bloom. Like, I'm tap firing a little bit here, trying to deal with some of the Bloom. And I'm still getting that random bullet deviation on the weapon. Like, that's a little bit better. That's a little bit better. But if you're using a weapon like an LMG, it's going to kick like a mule all over the place. And this is part of the reason why some people are using the M4, just because of how much of an accurate weapon it is. But it doesn't stop there, and this is why I say that Bloom needs to be changed entirely or just outright removed in the game. Because there is a little known fact with Bloom on this game. So, for the Recon class, obviously most people that are playing Recon are usually using the Sniper. And when you use this class, you know, obviously when you aim down sight, you hold your breath, you're very likely going to be able to hit your shot, right? Pretty simple, very straightforward, right? That's what the Recon class is probably best at. What a lot of people don't know is that if you use the Recon class on another, if you use a Recon or a sniper, if you use a sniper on any other class that is not Recon, your weapon will have Bloom applied. Yes, you heard that correctly. So let's say you want to do something crazy. You want to play support class and you want to use a sniper rifle. I'm going to show you what this does. Watch what happens. Let me go to the firing range real quick. Right? So I'm on the support class. Did you guys see that? I was right on target and it missed. So obviously, if you're aiming center mass, it's very likely going to hit the target. But like I said, I'm going to try to aim on the target, but a little bit close to the edge, and you're going to see what happens. That missed. That missed, guys. Let's try this again. I don't think I have hold breath binded. Okay, that's a body shot, so that makes sense. That missed. Well, actually, I think I actually missed there. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt on that one. That missed. That was a side body shot and it didn't hit. That one actually hit that time. Okay, that one hit. That's good. That one hit. That one was pretty obvious center mass. That one actually missed. That one missed as well. That was directly on target. You could pause the video yourself if you want to see it. That one actually hit. That one actually hit. So you guys see the problem here. If you use any other class for a sniper rifle, you are going to get random bullet deviation on your target, and it is completely out of your control. It doesn't matter how accurate of a player you are, it is going to completely miss. So, I just quickscoped right there, and it didn't count. That's insane. Again! Yo! Dice, what are we doing? What are we doing? See, that time it hit. That's insane. So yes, this is why Bloom needs to go. So if you ever feel like you're missing your shots with a sniper and you're using it on any other class that's not a Recon, that's probably why you're missing. So yeah, Dice, if you're watching this, we're gonna have to do something about this because this is not acceptable. And look, that was a headshot, and for some reason it registered as a body shot. So the bullet deviation actually caused me to miss the target. Go figure, right? Look, aimed at his head again. Completely missed. That time it hit. But anyways, guys, you guys get the point. I just wanted you guys to see this firsthand because I'm sure somebody watching this video is probably wondering why it feels like they're missing their sniper shots despite being dead on target. And this is why. So if you don't want to run into this problem, the quickest solution, don't use snipers on any other class besides Recon for now until DICE decides to address this. My hope is that they change this and remove it entirely and just see how unhealthy this is for the game, because this is just not acceptable right now. This really is not acceptable. For someone like myself who prides in tap firing my weapons as much as possible, because that's what you're supposed to do in Battlefield, and the fact that you're just being punished for that, I mean, that's just not acceptable in my opinion. So just to recap, Bloom is essentially random bullet deviation. There's nothing you can do to change it. There's nothing you can do to counter it. It is just completely out of your control. It's just random bullet deviation. You can mitigate it a little bit by crouching when you're shooting your weapon, but that doesn't fully remove it. You're still going to have some type of deviation when you use it. There's just no way around it. But anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think about this. Do you have you noticed any issues with tap firing your weapons? Have you noticed any issues with bloom? Or have you ran into the sniper issue that I mentioned when using it on another class that's not recon? I'm curious what you guys have to say, but thank you guys for all the love and support. Like I said, this is just to show you what it is and why it's not very good, in my opinion. Let me know. I'm curious what you guys think. Do you hate it? Do you love it? Let's start a discussion in the comments box down below. But if you guys are into the channel, make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe. We'll have some loadout videos coming here pretty soon. And I'll catch you guys later. It's your boy, Primitive AK, signing out. Peace out, fellas.